Reinforcements! Send reinforcements! Alright everybody, we are here with a follow-up to SCP Doki Doki Anomaly. Now this was initially a Falcon one-shot, but I mentioned I enjoyed it enough that if you guys wanted to see a bit more, I'd be open to doing a bit more, maybe the entire thing. However, in that one video I also mentioned if I was to do more, we kind of left off at a bit of a cliffhanger. I could either visit SCP-682 or SCP-096. I would say, based on the comments that I tallied up, it seemed like 096 was just a little teeny bit above 682. So we are indeed going to be going with 096. Let's get to it. As per protocol, no one's actually allowed to enter SCP-096 containment chamber. The risk of accidentally glimpsing at its face is just too high. And that's all it would take. SCP-096 cannot be stopped once you've seen its face. It will find you and kill you, no matter what. Really such a good idea? Well, I mean, it's not, but you know, the viewers wanted to see it, so I blame them. Around us, the Armored Task Force personnel watch carefully, wary for any sign of trouble. Dr. Sherman, Dr. Singer, and I stop in front of SCP-096's sealed doorway. Dr. Sherman. I don't remember if Sherman or Singer was the female. I know there's a female and a male. Well, I guess until we find out, let's just wing it, I guess. We don't have to do this. I mean, would you rather go ask the big lizard what it saw? Dr. Sherman's face drains of color just thinking about it. Guess not then. Shall we? Dr. Singer hesitates before initiating the audio link.
She didn't say anything at all to me yesterday, so don't be disappointed if it doesn't go like you hope.
I nod and she punches in the code. Alright, so I was right. Dr. Sherman hands me SCP-8008, looking like he'd rather be anywhere else. And yes, people point out in the comments to me that this comes off to, you know, SCP Boop. You're right. I mean, it does make you fall in love with anything, so it would be the old Boo by SCP. Centering myself, I put them on. Oh, there she is. Look at that. She's singing. What? It's beautiful. Like a bird. It sounds so sad. Almost lonely. Stopped. Hello? I mean, are you trying to watch out for me? Feels like that way. She wants us to look away from the console. But I can't even. She's begging us. Dr. Singer and Sherman both look awkwardly at the floor. Is that better? So we have an option here. You have a beautiful voice. I need to ask you about yesterday. Well, let's, you know, start off with a friendly chat, huh? You have a beautiful voice. You think I'm flirting with you? Is that what it is? I'm not lying. You really do. You're welcome. Dr. Sherman is looking at me oddly. I need to keep this on track. I need to talk to you about yesterday. She screams so loud the speaker cuts out, but we can still hear it clearly through the wall. The task force team leader steps forward to intervene. Stand down. I try to put as much authority as I can into my voice. With Dr. Fields dead, I am the highest ranking official at this facility. God help us. Through his visor, I watched the man's eyes flicker between my face and my Class 5 authorization badge. Stand down. The task force man exhales and returns to his post. I watch him a moment longer before returning to my attention to SCP-096. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. Please talk to me. No, I swear SCP-682 won't come anywhere near you. I just wanted to ask about SCP-173. We just need to know where where it went. Yes, then we'll leave you alone. Just like that? She's gonna tell us? I try not to let my excitement show on my face. Damn it. I knew it wouldn't be that easy. What do you need in return? At my side, Dr. Sherman shoots me a look. I shrug. Her request might turn out to be something we can easily accommodate. Well, lucky for you, you're talking to the Birdman. A bird. You mean out in the mountains? Okay. Sure, you can have some recorded birdsong. Again, we're forced to cover our ears against the piercing noise. At that moment, the task force leader's radio chirps, signaling an incoming transmission. He looks at it quizzically, then opens the receiver. The screaming from the other end almost makes him drop the device. Reinforcements! Send reinforcements! The voice is abruptly cut off. The radio goes dead. Nobody says anything for a long time. Eventually, I clear my throat. Well, do we get to the bird or not? I mean, it's just a bird, right? We'll get you a real bird. We can have it by tomorrow. Then, you'll tell us what happened to SCP-173? I take SCP Boob off more aggressively than necessary, and the image of the girl on the screen is replaced by lifeless data.
She wants birds.
I nod, handing SCP Boob back to Dr. Sherman, who stores them safely in his breast pocket. Dr. Singer and I decided that's the safest place for them. This is a bad idea. I don't know how, but it is. I mean, what other choice do we have? The mental image of SCP-682 looms over us all. I set down the hallway, signaling to the other researchers to follow. I nod to the task force team leader as we go. The man is as solemn as granite. We should just wait for the task force personnel to do their jobs. I agree, but it's as if a cloud is hanging over me, blurring my thoughts. Am I just tired? Or is it something more insidious? So at this point we could basically just call it a day, get that bird for tomorrow. Or we could still follow up with 682. I mean, we kinda have to, right? Normally it would take days to clear this kind of experiment with the higher-ups. But with Dr. Fields gone, well, I'm the highest ranking researcher we've got. Really not taking any chances this time. Behind me I hear Dr. Sherman fake a cough to hide his grin. On either side of us, a full legion of mobile task force guards watches us pass. Their black helmets and visors obscure their glares, but I can still feel that chill in the air. These men just lost friends because of a researcher like me couldn't handle his assignment. I carefully stepped to avoid the electrical rails set in the floor as we approached 682's new containment chamber. We stopped just inside the huge space. Before us sits a massive 5x5x5 cube of reinforced steel filled with hydrochloric acid. In the acid hangs SCP-682 itself. Suspended between life and death, and its body regenerates just as fast as the acid can eat it away. Dr. Sherman pulls out his notebook. As always, he'll be acting as my personal reality anchor. SCP-682? Can you understand me? I've come to talk to you about SCP-173. A low chuckle resonates through the room. I can feel it in the soles of my feet. 682 flicks its massive tail to slowly turn away from the view screen. Do you know what happened to it? No response. 682 is now floated so its back is fully facing us. We don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. I'd been hoping to avoid this. Were you? He watches me carefully as he hands me the novelty glasses. You're not immune to it. I know that too well. With a deep breath, I put on SCP Boob. She's so big. Like a big old dummy mommy. It takes me a moment to compose myself before I can speak. SCP-682? I need to know what happened during the breach. Her voice. It's not at all like I'd expected. Well then. Do we play her game? Sure. Would you please tell me what happened? You think that too? I've never seen such a hostile smile before. From the corner of my eye, I see Dr. Sherman watching me carefully. But I need to stay focused on 682. You cannot be trusted. The acid swirls in little eddies around her as she laughs. What could you possibly want anyways? Then I could give you at least. If you were to tell us where SCP-173 is, I can hear the creaking of plastic as the task force personnel shift their weight around the room. Their guns are still lowered. For now. Doctor. Everyone in the room instinctively covers their ears. I don't think that's gonna happen, is it? I relay the offer to Dr. Sherman. Out of the question. Which doctor, me or Sherman? Oh. Me? You want me? But I want silly ideas. Dr. Sherman's scribbling has stopped, waiting for my next words. I'm not sure I have a better option. Wow. I mean, do I have to accept this if I'm gonna give a bird to the other SCP? I mean, when would this take place? I got so many questions. Alright. I mean, so far I've been receptive to everything so far, so we might as well continue the pattern here. I accept. See you tomorrow. I remove SCP Boob and hand it to Dr. Sherman for safekeeping. 682's rumbling laughter follows us out of the chamber. I can't help but wonder if I'm making the right decision. And time is running out. Once we're outside earshot of the guards, Dr. Sherman stops to look at me dead in the eyes. You cannot go through with this. It might be our best shot. Dr. Sherman runs his hands through his hair. Alright, fine. I trust you. I'm not sure if you should. Let's call it a day. We're all exhausted. No one argues with that. We'll talk about this in the morning, alright? Dr. Sherman looks at me then, and Dr. Singer. He shrugs, looking just as exhausted as I feel. Okay, let's get you back to the medical ward. My eyes drift closed just as soon as I'm tucked into bed. Oh, okay, look at that, they even tucked me into bed. I'm like a big baby. What a day. Everything swirls around in my mind as sleep overtakes me. 50,000 more points or die. Alright, let's get to it. Oh, they're turning around on me. What? Oh, this is now confusing. Oh, what are you doing? There's now human hearts. By the way, don't look at me with those creepy eyes. I'm not creepy. Who is speaking? I don't know who. Oh god, who is even just checking in? Hi. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Yeah, I know it's pretty bad. 25. I can't even get half of that. Oh, there's eyeballs now. Okay. You go. I will. Don't kill me. Don't kill the bird. Oh, don't come near me. Where am I? Oh, this ain't good. The tunnels beneath the facility. I hear footsteps and shouting. Uh-oh. Is that... I hit the ground. What happened? I've fallen out of bed. The tile floor is cold on my cheek. What, was that a nightmare? My wrist hurts, probably ripped the IV out. The door to my room flies open. Doctor! I look up to see my assistant, silhouetted in the doorway. In the next moment, he's at my side. Oh, thank God. I thought... I'm fine. Just a nightmare. He looks at me strangely, somewhere between concern and relief. Some nightmare? Come on, let me help you up. I sit on the edge of the bed, rubbing my sore wrist. The morning shift nurse arrives a moment later to check my vitals. Dr. Sherman hangs back, fidgeting with his favorite pen. Healthy as a horse? The nurse forces a smile for my benefit, but says nothing. It was SCP-173. Dr. Sherman looks up at me. In my nightmare, that is. She's down in the tunnels. I think I even know where. No, you don't. It was just a dream. I'm not sure anymore. I sigh, weighing our options. We could give SCP its hour of sunlight, and pray doesn't kill us all in the process. Or give SCP-096 its bird, and pray it also doesn't kill us in the process. All our options kinda suck. Dr. Sherman actually laughs at that. You're right about that. So, what should we do? Alright everybody, so how about we leave this decision to you guys once again. Now this time, let's assume that we have opened up the date possibility with every single SCP. Last time I asked you guys, who do we go visit first? You said SCP-096. But now that we've actually had interactions with both of them, 682 and 096, which one, or maybe even go into the tunnels with 173, who knows? Let's leave it up to you to decide and let me know next time around. Do you prefer 682, 096, or 173, which we're not sure of its date, but let's assume that it is. Let me know in the comments, and top voter will be the one that we check out next time around, which I imagine would presumably lead to an ending as well, more than likely. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let's do it one last time.